Oh shoot.
We are
Oh,
live.
goodness.
We are live.
Hello and
There we go.
welcome to day 6 of V0oidathon. And Joe, let me ask you a question. What is Hylics?
What is Hylics? That is. We're about to find out.
Yeah? Alright.
This is gonna be a disaster, dude. This game is so unsafe. This game is so unsafe.
It actually is super unsafe.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that this game was a ruthless marathon run.
Yeah, I'm gonna be saving like every step.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so, because what happens, I mean, when you die, it's not like it's a game over and you have to restart from the save. If you die at a certain boss, like depending on how far you go in, there's a lot of like backtracking you have to do from the afterlife.
Okay, I see.
And so some areas could be like, you know, maybe 3 to 4 minutes to get back to.
Oh. So that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. But with, like, yeah, safety saves constantly, I guess you can manage.
Yeah, the thing is, the current route we have is so risky. Like, no one's actually completed a run of it.
Oof.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Well, looking forward to it.
All right.
So you can pretty much start whenever.
Oh, okay. Count 5, 4, 3, 2, go. All right. So, yeah. Nothing really happens.
I think your stream went down.
It did.
Give me a
It says
sec.
mine's fine. It says my stream is fine.
Says your stream is fine. Oh, okay, there we go. Well,
Okay, neat.
20-second wrong warp in the future. All right, there you go.
It's okay. This whole beginning area was just dialogue you had to like sit through anyways.
Okay, fair. Yeah, it's like as soon as Joe said 3, 2, 1, go, then like I got the buffer on Twitch. So shoutouts to Twitch.
So all I really had to do there at the beginning, the first 23 seconds was just like sitting through dialogue. Just like you have to kind of wait for him to say something. And around the Act 1 screen, he just had to activate a switch. And right at the beginning where he activated the crystal, that crystal is going to be a teleporter later. So when you go to the afterlife, there are going to be several crystals around. He's going to activate those crystals to go back to the specific spot he wants to go to. The options we have to do, movement is dash, and battle animations are turned off, and then text is instant, so we can mash through it. So he's now in like this kind of like dark world after like teleporting. They don't really explain a whole lot in this game because it's very up in the air about what's going on. He is going to do a safety save here because he needs to actually get around this kind of great one looking tentacle monster to grab 4 dudoplasms.
The flying spaghetti monster, except it's not flying.
Yeah, but if you accidentally get in a battle with him, he basically just one-shots you.
Yep.
And so like he needs those 4 items because it's going to save a little bit of time later. The old route used to have us go back to a certain area to save, or not save, but heal. Those plasms will be able to heal our party members up, so we can go from one boss right to the next one.
Yeah, just getting those saves like a whole minute.
So at this house he's coming up to, he's gonna go around the back door. The game casually wants you to go through the front and go through the basement, because this is where you get one of the party members, Samsnosa. And you go down these stairs and make your way through a maze of a bunch of enemies that would basically kill you. There's no battle, as you'll see coming up. they immediately just kill you. And the casual would want you to go through this maze to get to the end to grab the gloves, but the back door is open. We just go around the back, grab them, and just do a death warp back here so we can go back to Wayne's house. All right, cool thing about this city that he's in is that every playthrough, the name of the city is actually going to be randomized, so it's never the same. It's a lot of the language in this game is very weird. I always make jokes about it being like a Dalai Lama like made video game, as if the Mars Volta had written the story. Because it's so bonkers. He's gonna come in this tent. He's gonna grab 3 paper cups. Those paper cups are going to
come on TV.
they're gonna go straight to our will or MP, if you will. So if you go to the water coolers, activating that with a paper cup increases your MP. So at the TV, he got the space shurikens. Every time you talk to a TV with a certain amount of party members, they all learn the spell, not just one person. So all 3 of them, Wayne, Samsnosa, and the Dosmoon, all know space shurikens now. He's wanting to do a death warp here because he's wanting to go back to the first area that he went into in order to get back to that other world.
Death warp hype?
There's a lot of it.
So I accidentally screwed up, and I might be fucked, but we'll see.
Oh.
Oh yeah, this was a new strat found out like maybe 28 days ago or so by Burmislap. This is actually very risky what he's doing. He's going into the first boss, the Horde Projection, with every character at 1 HP. Because the goal is to put the Horde Projection to sleep and basically just kill him and the guard that's part of the fight down before anything happens.
Did I forget something? This is weird. I screwed up here. I screwed up really bad. Whoops. I think this is fine though.
They're both asleep, and you got bubbles on.
You can kill me here. I can lose pretty hard here. Screwed up real bad. So yeah, I accidentally used the wrong move. So
Oh, I see.
that pretty much screwed me over. It's really annoying because there was something I was supposed to get, but I forgot to get it. Now I'm like, I'm a tough spot right now actually. I forgot Mystic Meat, which is like really bad.
Well, if you do, just go ahead and I say just take the death and just go back to.
Yeah, I have to just die here and like come back.
Yeah, because Mystic Meat is actually very important. There's a lot of spells that you can gather in this one, but Mystic Meat is very detrimental to the speedrun because it's a party-wide spell, and it prevents characters from having any status effects on them for about 3 turns or so.
It was really stupid, but we're fine now, it looks like. I'm getting really bad luck here.
There's a lot of like sketchy stuff in this game as far as like movement and just boss like enemy patterns.
Now that we have Mystic Meat, I shouldn't be forgetting anything more. Like, forgetting Mystic Meat is like so easy to do. I do it in runs all the time too.
Never forget your meats.
Basically.
Which is really stupid because like I got no, that's really bad.
Did you get in a fight?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, that sucks.
I have to just die again. This is so bad.
Yeah, some of these fights are very tough to get through because like if you're just trying to avoid them and trying to run, like there are some that are just like, no, you can't actually run from this fight.
Yeah. Similar to like a normal RPG.
Yeah. And there's like another enemy later that's like a kind of like a skip in a way.
Yeah.
That you have to be able to move correctly or else you're going to get in a fight and then die, and then
That's
moving
really
back
difficult.
to it. Yeah, it kills like maybe, well, I don't know, we don't go through graveyard anymore, do we?
No, we still have to go. The graveyard's mandatory to start Act 3.
Okay, yeah. So the graveyard, that's where it is, and like there's like one enemy before that pack that you can run away from, but then there's like a small window of where you can move in order to skip the second one. If you don't get it, you die.
Oh, I don't have any.
Right.
Well. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is not good.
What happened?
Oh, you didn't get any mana?
Oh.
Mana. I forgot. From dying for the fight, I lost all my mana. God, it didn't
Yeah.
regain. So I have to do something here. I have to heal up. I have to go back again. This is the worst. This is so sad. God, I'm just butchering everything, man. Just like forgetting Mystic made us snowballed into this absolute nightmare.
Yeah. Just shake it off, though. You got this.
Yeah.
It's fun, like,
Definitely is not an easy speed run if you're just trying to like go fast. Like every boss in this game has an opportunity to just kill somebody that you need like for that fight, and when that person dies, you can't do anything else. Like it basically becomes like, okay, I could just try to randomly win. Otherwise it's probably just going to be a wipe and I have to go back and res again.
okay, we should be able to at least have a chance now. Good lord.
Alright.
Yeah, good luck on the run.
Okay, thankfully, oh, that's the wrong move. Great. Yeah, what's also making this really hard is, like, I usually play with sound. And, like, a lot of my audio cues are just not happening now since I had to mute the game. So, like,
Alright, well,
on here.
Oh, I
or
see.
luckily the horde projection is dead.
Yeah,
So now
the
you just gotta
hardest...
get through this guard.
And believe it or not, that's the second riskiest boss fight. That's not even the riskiest fight in the game. Unfortunately, that was actually really fast death warp, so that's nice.
Yeah, so the reason why they do it so low on health now is because right after that boss fight, you want to go into this very first fight and die immediately because you're going to want to do a warp back to Wayne's house. But since he's already died, well, technically when you got to this part without any deaths, you would have 3 deaths here. What the game does is that fish you walk by the stairs won't let you by unless you have 3 deaths. In that area, you saw where he talked to the water cooler, he got a will upgrade. So now he can cast more spells. But he was also able to pick up a bestiary axe. Or it's a beast axe, whatever. I can't remember the name of it, but that axe is actually good damage for like an early game build. So once he got that axe, he wanted to put it on the Dozmoon because that's very important later. All right, graveyard's rough. Don't forget that beginning one too.
I got it. Oh.
Okay.
Oh, dude, he walked right into my face.
Come on!
I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Am I? No.
All right. You'll have to walk back.
I think. Yeah, I
Walk
have
back.
to wait for him.
Yeah.
That's the worst goddamn run, dude. The worst one of my life.
Oh, he's just pushing you back. Come on.
No, just bait him around.
Oh, okay. There we go. Yep.
So a cool thing that you can actually do if you're like trying to work around enemies is that they actually just
Really?
come in contact with Wayne, but if you have Somsnosa or the Dosmoon in front or like around the enemy, he would actually get stuck on them. Or like the enemies would actually stuck. And they are very important about like trying to get around some of these other spawns. All right, so in the graveyard, what he's doing, this is actually a very annoying area. So it makes sense why like some things are really bad. A lot of these enemy patterns are just terrible. And there's nothing you could really do about it. You could just have them walk around, but as you walk into a new, like back into the area where they're moving, they're in a different spot. Doesn't help to like kind of manipulate it or anything. But he's going down in all these graves to activate these statues in order to activate the switch, which opens a door. In this area, there was a TV that he passed, which is Healing Chant. But because we don't use that in the run, there's no reason why he bothers to get it. For beginning runners or people trying to like get through the game, picking up Heal Chant is completely fine. It helps for some of the later bosses. So he's coming up to. Oh, I didn't realize there was a water cooler there.
Yeah.
He's coming up to the skip that's either like he's past it or he's dying.
Okay, so getting that first try more than makes up for the horde protection bullshit.
Oh, you got it first try?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's perfect. That second enemy right there, can't run away from it. It'll
Yeah, you can't
immediately
run away
just
from
kill
it, and you don't have the ability to beat them. Yes.
So that was pretty good that you got that first try.
Yeah, of course.
This little maze he's going through, these statues, they're actually not enemies. They're very much like the flesh skulls at the beginning. If they come in contact with you, you're automatically dead. There's no battle.
Yep.
They look like Nantaka, so it makes sense.
So we actually had the splash screen for Act 1, but now we're getting it for Act 3. There was something else that you could have done in order to get Act 2 splash screen, but you can easily skip it. We have to do Act 3 though, because I do believe after that we get the airship.
Yeah, we need the airship to finish.
Yeah.
Why is that not activating? What the hell? That was weird.
In this area right now, he's activating these things on the ground. It's always the same, so there's no RNG there. In order to open this door and fight Pongorma. Pongorma is actually our 4th party member. So basically he just wants to put them to sleep and then focus down the guards first. The guards can be kind of annoying because the guards actually have an ability to guard, which does reduce the damage of the space shurikens when you cast it on them. So instead of dying in 2 hits, they will probably die in 3 or 4.
Something feels really off. It should not have taken that many turns to kill him.
You've been to this. Well, you don't have to go to the shop with the new run. That's right.
Yeah, so I don't really know what's going on then. We'll figure this out somehow. Now we use a doodleplasm that we picked up earlier. Yes.
Yeah, so
and
in
now,
this... Or go ahead.
I was about to say, well, we just get walled to the Clawman for an hour.
Yeah, Clawman is probably like the roughest one. Clawman is just like, you can go into it and it could be like the easiest fight, or just like immediately one shot one of your characters right at the beginning. Yeah. And that's just how it goes.
Yeah, we got pretty lucky because Pangorma's useless for this fight.
Yeah. You don't want
we
either.
lose here, yeah.
Yeah, because you just killed Wayne as well.
So Wayne has to live through this fight.
Wayne. Well, you basically want Wayne, Somnosa, and Didosman alive as much as possible.
Okay, I see.
Pangorma is kind of just like whatever.
Oh, that was a really good first turn. Holy crap.
Didosman specifically because he actually has he has an ability that none of the other characters can get called Panorama, and Panorama does like massive damage, and it's very useful against bosses.
Oh, second try, nice.
Wait, no, what you mean is Pangorma has an attack called a partial destruct.
Oh, sorry, it's Pangorma, right?
Yeah.
I got my spells mixed around. It's been a while.
Yeah, and that deals like half damage. It's like a super fang for like half damage like that. Instantly.
Yeah.
Right.
So now you just picked up a buttload of money. The game just kind of gives it to you. So now we are actually going to the city to buy some things called berry shields. The route that he's doing now is very much different from the one I did a long time ago. We had bought items before, and then the shopping here is different as well. But this makes it a lot more quicker. It's a lot more deadlier, but saves a lot of time than the old route.
Yeah. So yeah, I just want to say, like, I was gonna say that, like, outside of the horde projection bullshit, this is actually been going really well.
Yeah, the horde projection one kind of went poorly, but it's all good.
Yeah. Honestly, the early game is like the hardest, most RNG dependent part of the run.
Yeah. Oftentimes for people trying to do like PB attempts, like if you even get in one fight before horde projection, you just reset.
Wait. I did not buy the ship key. I am really good. Alright. Yeah. If you get into a fight and you don't escape like in the early game, you're just kind of screwed. Oh, I encountered this guy. That kind of blows.
So to go back a little bit, just a little bit, the Deutoplasm, what I was talking about earlier, was right after the Pangorma fight. The old route used to go back to Wayne's house just to heal, and then go to Clawman. But because they pick up the Deutoplasms, they just go ahead and heal after getting the third paper cup or the third water cooler, which saves a good amount of time. Alright, he's coming to the last area. He's going to pick up this item on the left called the Simeriax. He's going to just change it out on the Dosman.
Yeah, we couldn't use the optimize function there because for some reason in this game, if you use optimize, your character's brought down to 50 health.
Yeah, and then all these enemies that he's coming across too are just going to die upon contact.
Goddamn.
Yeah, so casual, like killing each of these guys gives you a meat, which you can redeem in the afterlife for more health.
Yeah,
but
we don't ever use that, but in the game, every kill gets you meat, and then there's like a grinder in the afterlife. So every time you die, you can just use the grinder to get like increased HP. But it's not really important because we don't really get a whole lot of meat in this run. Gibby is fun. Gibby is a great boss.
His face is
so
weird.
You definitely, yeah. You definitely want to kill the whole point of this fight is that you want to get those things down, killed quickly on the sides, because they constantly heal Gibby back up. So he's just wanting to constantly make sure that Mystic Meat is applied to the party members. So it's like every third or after every third turn. And so he's just gonna kind of switch between doing Mystic Meat and then Space Shurikens, partial deconstruct on Gibby, and then he opened up a toilet earlier, which gave him an item that increases or maxes out everybody's will. I don't remember what it's like, juice box or something. There's like a pack of juice. There's a lot of weird items in here. He's healing people with hot dogs. Why? Unsure. And Gibby's dead. Cool. That's a really nice Gibby fight. Oh, but that thing's still up. So this is a little bit different from what I remember.
Oh. The place is blowing up.
So basically, yeah, it's just escape now. But once he leaves out this door, it's basically a cutscene. Timer doesn't stop though until upon activating the credit or like the Thean sign to where it fades to black.
So even with that really
Aha, I see.
Oh, nice.
Nice run.
Nice run, dude.
Thanks. Whew. My mic like crapped itself in the final boss there, so I couldn't hear anything people were saying. Yeah. I can't believe it was underestimate. I lost like 10 minutes.
Yeah, the struggle was
like,
a bit real at the beginning, but
yeah. Like, but besides that, it was so good. Like everything else was so good.
like this, yeah, the second half of the run was really good, from what I saw.
It's basically
that's not my picture.
It's basically the front part of that run that's just like the roughest to get past.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can actually, if you get unlucky enough, the like enemies can actually trap you in. You can't move.
Yeah, and at that point you just reset because there's no getting out of it.
Yeah.
And that's also like possible in one spot in the end game, but it's not it. So,
yeah, that's a ghost.
That's it. There's there's no post game content. That's it.
That's it. All right. Well, thanks, man. Thanks for the run.
There are
No problem.
There are stuff.
No
there